Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing something a little bit different today in that I'm going to do a handbag review. And I know, YouTube has about 1 million handbag reviews, so why am I adding to the problem? But I'm going to do something a little bit different in that I'm taking a handbag that I've had for quite a few years and I'm going to show you how it's fared over the years and also the tips and tricks which have helped me keep it looking good. So this is the bag in question. This is the 15-inch classic oxblood satchel by the Cambridge Satchel company. I've had this bag for about 4 years and I must admit I'm really pleased about the way it's aged. It tends to be my kind of go-to bag for the autumn and the winter months. The bag has a long adjustable strap and traditional buckle fastenings. The only bits of wear on the bag, which are both fairly minimal, is on the top of the bag here over the flap at the front, and also a little bit of wear on the straps. The straps are an obvious area that would wear just with the amount of opening and closing going on. The minimal wear on the top flap I think has been caused by me grabbing for the bag rather than picking it up by the handle. So what have I been doing to keep the satchel looking good? I think to start with, the old saying of you get what you pay for definitely applies to satchels. I've had my paws on quite a few other satchels and I just don't think they really compare, both with the quality of the leather and the build of the satchel, to the ones that the Cambridge Satchel company produce. Here are a few of my tips and tricks I can pass on to keep your satchel looking good. So my first tip is to waterproof your satchel. I've waterproofed my satchel from day one and I do regularly waterproof all my leather bags because I feel it makes a massive difference to their longevity. I was recommended the waterproofer that Mulberry uses, and even though I'll probably never be able to afford a Mulberry bag, I can certainly afford their waterproofer, which is actually relatively cheap. So I will leave the details of how you get that waterproofer in the comments box below. I tend to give the satchel a good going over with the spray every couple of months. Because there is a little bit more damage on the straps, as you can imagine, with opening and closing the bag all the time, I tend to use something a little bit more heavy duty here, and I tend to reach for a neutral shoe polish which I then massage into the straps. Another thing that I have always done is to store my satchel away when I'm not using it. My satchel came with this very nice dust bag, so when I'm not using it I do make sure that I put it in this bag and I store it somewhere where I know it's not going to get squashed, and I have found that this has really helped keep its shape. Even with a fairly large satchel like the 15-inch, you do have to come to terms with the fact that you aren't going to be able to take out everything and the kitchen sink in your bag. I am the world's worst with this actually, because I have 1 million things that I desperately need to take out with me every day. It is achievable, you just have to have a little bit of a think what you absolutely need and just leave the rest of it at home. I can't tell you the amount of people I see with satchels which only have one of the straps done up. I would definitely recommend you not to do this, and this is something that I used to do when I first got my satchel, because it's sometimes a little bit difficult at first undoing and opening the straps. You tend to become quite lazy and just use one strap to fasten a bag. Now don't do that, because what I found with mine was that there was a lot more wear on that strap. Thanks for watching the video guys. I hope you found it helpful if you're maybe thinking of buying a Cambridge satchel, or if you've got one already and you want to know how to keep it looking good. I would definitely buy another satchel. I do have my eye on one of those very small red ones, so you never know, somebody might be generous and buy me one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.